Hey fam, it's Tosh, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make this cute unicorn ribbon lei. Link below is my Cricut Design Space project, or you can grab my unicorn PNG bundle and secret discount code in the description. So let's get into it with our supplies. So step 1, we're going to braid our lei. I measured and cut 6 yards in the purple, yellow, and 2 of the pink satin ribbon. Then I sealed the ends with a candle to prevent any fraying while braiding. Then I put the matte side of the yellow and purple ribbons together with each pink ribbon, and then bring all 4 ribbons together. Now measure an 8-inch tail so we can tie our ribbons. Now for this part, loop the ribbon around your 2 fingers under and then pull it through, making sure the ribbon stays nice and flat and doesn't twist during this part. Then I'm going to make 2 loops that fold towards me so that the pink ribbon is showing on the outside. This becomes the inside portion of the braid. Now we start our braid. Place 1 loop inside the other, then pull the ribbon towards you. I do wrap my ribbon around once more to give it a little more security while braiding. Now take that same ribbon, make a loop, and insert it through. Then pull the ribbon towards you to secure it. Now I am using sewing clips, but this is just to hold it together while I show you in the video, so it's completely optional to use them. This is how I also check to make sure that the shiny side is on the outside of the braid. So let's get braiding. Remember, make a loop, insert it through, pull the opposite ribbon towards you, then repeat. Make sure that both ribbons go through the loop and nothing gets twisted while braiding. If it does happen or you see parts that start to look uneven, pull it out and fix it, and then start to braid again. You can also check the back to make sure the braid is even. Now it does take me about 10 minutes to braid the entire lei, but that's years of practice, so don't get frustrated. So we're almost finished, but we need to leave at least 8 inches, so let's check our braid length real quick. I like the braided portion to be 48 inches minimum. Okay, so we're good. So let's finish these tails. I'm using a little bit of hot glue to glue the ribbons together, but you can also use fabric adhesive. I like to give options, so use what you got. So for this side, which is our first tie we made, I'm going to pull out one of the loops so it brings the ribbon closer to the left side when we glue it. Then again, just apply the hot glue and create that crisscross tail like the other side. I'm also going to add a little bit of hot glue to secure the end of the braid. So easy peasy, y'all. And now that our braid's secure, let's go ahead and trim these tails by making a 5-inch angled cut on each side. Then of course we're going to seal our ends. Now let's make our backing. This is optional, but I like to add a backing so it makes the ribbon lei stiff, especially for heavier items. It also keeps the ribbon from stretching. Now I did use both the purple and pink satin ribbons, but you can choose whatever color you want for the backing. And again, use hot glue to attach it to the lei, and then cut any extra and seal it if you have to. Last, I did go back and finish hot gluing the pink ribbon to the purple ribbon. Again, you don't have to use 2 colors for this part. And here it is. Our lei is pretty stiff once we added that backing. And y'all, this ribbon lei is done, so let's make some ribbon poofs next. Step 2, make our ribbon poofs. We're going to make 2 poofs total using the 5/8-inch organza ribbon. I'm going to cut 36 inches of each color ribbon to make each poof. Then cut 2 pieces at 10 inches each to make the ties. Now take 2 of your 36-inch cuts and put them together. Then measure 4 inches and fold it. Then keep folding it until all the ribbon is folded together. This is where I use my sewing clips to keep the ends together. Then you're going to repeat to make the second poof. Measure it 4 inches and then start to fold it over. From here we are going to find the middle and make angled, not straight cuts. But don't cut all the way through, just enough so that we can slide that 10-inch tie through and use it to secure our poof to the ribbon lei. And then I'm going to tie it using a double knot. Now let's repeat that for our other poof. Now if you do accidentally cut all the way through, you're going to have to remake the ribbon. So angled cuts only, and make sure you double knot it at the end. Now to fluff our poof, we're going to start by taking one loop and start from the inside, pulling one ribbon out and away from you. Then pull another ribbon out and towards you. Then reverse on the other side and keep switching until all the ribbon is out. And y'all see how I give it nice little tugs and I expand my fingers as I'm pulling out each loop. Once we have one side done, we're going to repeat the steps again until that loop is fluffed. I do give my poof an extra fluffing to make sure it looks even. Alright, we got one done, so repeat the process for the second poof. Since we have our organza ribbon out, I'm going to go ahead and make our ribbon strips that will go on our lei later. So cut 8 8-inch pieces of ribbon and set them aside for now. Now I am going to attach these poofs and get them out of the way because y'all, we are finished with our ribbon lei and it's time to make our cardstock elements. Now I am using my Cricut, but you can also grab my PNG and printable bundle linked in the description. Step 3, cardstock elements. Now this project will also be linked in the description. I found these cute unicorns under images and decided that these were the 3 I wanted to use for this ribbon lei. I did remove the stars by selecting the image, then selecting the black colored layer and clicking the contour button. Then deselecting each of the stars. And I repeated this process for all 3 images. Now we need to flatten each unicorn so we can make this a print then cut, which attaches each layer without making them a single color. If you attach by itself, Design Space will make it a solid colored image, so don't do that. Next, I'm going to add a rainbow, and I did change the colors to match our unicorns. For this one, it was just the pink that I needed to change. So I selected that layer and changed it to pink. Now let's add some stars. And I did choose a light green and purple color because that is the cardstock that I'm going to use for this project. Okay, now we're going to add 2 additional cardstock layers to each of these images by creating offsets. Now you're going to see this a lot, but my go-to offset is a 0.139. So I am going to do that for each of these unicorns. Now I did change each of the offsets to a basic cut because if you keep it as a print then cut image, it's going to want to send it to your printer to print versus actually cutting with your Cricut machine. So make sure that you change all of your offsets to a basic cut. I also grouped all of my images together and renamed each group. It helps to keep them together when you have large image sets that you are using in your projects. Now this rainbow is a bit tight in the middle, so I did reduce the offsets to 0.097. I also realized I forgot to flatten the image, so I did go back and flattened it to a print then cut. And again, make sure that your offsets are a basic cut. Now for the stars, I did keep the same 0.097 offsets as the rainbow, and I went ahead and resized them to 3.14 by 3.67 to make them a little bit bigger when cutting. Now this last part is the most important because it is who we are celebrating and showing our love for. So let's add a name by selecting text, and this special lei I did give away for free to a wonderful little girl named Olive who was graduating from kindergarten. Now let's choose our font. Quick Cupid is one of my favorites since it gives off a nice chunky but cute vibe, and it's also easy to cut. And we're done. Okay, Almost. Now let's get these images cut. For my print and cut images, I did change my paper size to 8.5 by 11 and my mat size to 12 by 12 for the rest of my cardstock cuts. I also rearranged the images to get the most out of my cardstock cuts. So for the print and cut images, I am using my Epson 8550 and glossy photo paper to print. So your settings may be different based on what printer you have, but I do make sure that I use glossy photo paper and select best when I'm printing. So I have my printed images and this step is optional. However, I am going to add a piece of holographic laminate to give our unicorns a bit of sparkle. I'm going to mark my cut lines and trim the paper so it fits inside the black border lines. I then peel a small part and fold over. Then I use my scraper tool to laminate my images. You can also use a braid tool for this part. This helps to reduce any bubbles or crinkles that can occur. Now it's time to cut. I am using the glitter cardstock setting, which I have found has been the most successful for cutting this type of photo paper with a laminate sheet. I did have a minor hiccup when reading the black border, and I wanted to show you how I fixed it using my Cricut knife to lift and remove a small portion. That fixed it, and it read every single line and started to cut. And here's our unicorn, nice and sparkly. So let's get the rest of our images cut. So I'm going to speed it up for this portion of the video. Now that my cuts are organized, I'm going to use tacky glue and my adhesive dots to put them all together. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe so that way you don't miss a tutorial. Now it's time to assemble our ribbon lei. This is my favorite part of the design process because you can make it special for each customer. I like to try different placements of the cardstock elements before hot gluing each one down because you can get a different result, and that's what makes each one unique, especially when you are making large custom orders of the same ribbon lei. So I have my design and I'm going to use hot glue to attach each element to my ribbon lei, and y'all, I cannot wait to show you all the final result because this is already looking so pretty. Next, we're going to use those ribbon strips we cut earlier to place behind our rainbow and last unicorn. Now, if you don't want to make this ribbon lei, I will have limited availability in my shop for purchase, and they will sell out, so grab yours now. The link will be posted in the description, and you can also purchase the pre-braided lei. Alright y'all, we are done with our unicorn ribbon lei. This is definitely one of my favorites to make, and as of this video, Olive's mom says she was so excited to receive this at her kinder graduation. And that is the true joy behind creating handmade keepsakes like ribbon leis. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and let me know what you think of how this turned out in the comments. Thanks for watching!